I used to have these. Labas. $150 Happy Easter. They don't have it in Japan. I really used to like the eggs. 3 or 4 different eggs with all the chocolates inside. Yes, I am. I was baptized. Where are you watching from, baby? Is it Bibi? Did you say hello on my video the other day? Are you Christian? Okay. Thank you. So do you get the chocolate eggs? Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I just got the mistaken with the name. I don't know. I don't think Russia can contain one country, never mind attacking another. Have you got something against Lithuanians, Gumbo? But do you get boiled eggs or chocolate eggs? Oh, cool. Kinder. Maybe Kinder, they had a plastic toy inside. Cadbury's chocolate eggs, they have more chocolate eggs inside. Excuse me. Really? You naughty girl. That wasn't very nice. Was that just you? Was that your style, or did other people also do the same thing? Bibi, do you know Louis Capaldi? He became very famous in the last few years. He had the album of the year, the song of the year. He's 25 years old. He's from Scotland, but he's very, very popular. He writes good songs, but he's also funny, very down to earth. He's a singer. But he's a very nice guy. But he has an illness called Tourette's. Do you know Tourette's? Oh, really? Can you play? Yeah, Tourette's is you have a nervous tick and you swear. Can you play the violin? Oh, I studied piano as well. You can check my piano. I play chopsticks on piano. Do a search. Do a search in my on my videos for playing chopsticks on piano. Maybe you will be surprised. How old are you now, BB? Yeah, Boyfriend with Issues. That's my song. I first thought of that song in about 35 years ago when I went to America. Because I was reading through the one of the newspapers, and it was saying, and these guys, and so these guys in prison saying, "Give me a chance. I'm going to go straight from now. I only murdered 3 of my previous wives." I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. But on that song, I have so many. A lot of people did not like that song, probably because they were wife beaters. I wanted to do that song on Britain's Got Talent. All the best songs do not have choruses. Lots of great songs don't have a chorus. Great song. Because the stories, most of my songs don't have a chorus because they're stories. Did you see the song Two Words? How does it go again? If you've got a boyfriend that's got issues, you're gonna need a load of tissues to wipe away the tears he's gonna bring. If he walks and talks in a goofy style and no one's seen him in a while, he's probably been residing in Sing Sing. What happened to Gumbo? Well, if you write a chorus and I'll try to put it in. Hook, line, and sinker in the river. The song of Story Story Night about Don McLean's Story Story Night, that doesn't have a chorus. Or Little Town of Bethlehem, that doesn't have a chorus. Eleanor Rigby, that doesn't have. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in a church where a wedding has been. No one has seen. Or is it no one has been? Father Mackenzie writing the words to a song, sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near. All those lonely people. Where do they all? I might start crying soon. Did you see my song Two Words? The producers of X Factor said it was a very good song. Well, it's not. No, as someone explained to me, it's like the hook, but not also. If you need a hook for a song, then it shows that the song is weak because you need people to catch on to the hook to sing to it. It's just a weak song. As I said to my Irish singer friend Brian Cullen. Well, Two Words I did on. I went to England and I went on X Factor and I did this song 5 times in front of the people. I signed a contract, but they didn't call me back. My wife, she spoke 2 words to me as I set off today. 2 words that I won't forget as I was on my way. One of them sounded like a duck, and the other rhymed with cough. My wife, she ain't no diplomat, although she looks like Gorbachev. But at least she's talking again. I think I just broke his tripod up. No more of that silent treatment pain. This song's got a hook. She loves Cliff Richard. So do a lot of young boys and old men. Well, it's so funny how we don't talk anymore. Well, when that was his comeback song. But when I knew Cliff Richard, he was straight. He what was his? We're all going on a summer holiday. We're going on a holiday for 2. I can't remember that song. I haven't. I've got 15% of ladies watch this channel. I know. There was a young woman on one of the short video channels, and she said her limit for a boyfriend would be 60 years old. So all I need to do is lie. Devil Woman, that's a good song. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. She's just a devil woman. That was about Una Stubbs. I scorned Mo, I know. Well, I didn't realize she found me like that. So, yeah, I messed up there. She was a really good laugh, Moe. She's a really good laugh. Really, she's a good person as well. She's really nice. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a series of videos about all my girlfriends. The first woman that snogged me was my auntie. Believe it or not. She was a slag. Now it's gone. Bibi's gone now. Did you read what Bibi did with Easter eggs? I don't think Jesus would have liked that. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, they're quite good. Yeah. Baby Metal. Yeah. But what I found funny is that all the like heavy metal fans don't like them. But they're great. They're fantastic. You know. But like a lot of metal fans hate it. But what's wrong with having three young, cute girls dress well, sing well, and then they're backed up by a heavy rock band? Baby Metal is a great idea. They were born with a guitar in their mouth. My worst review would be for Johnny Rotten. I hate Johnny Rotten. I really, really hate that person. Oh, really? Okay, well, that's great for them. So they interviewed. So they're like the female One Direction. No, no, I don't know too much about them. I forget what I was watching at the time, but I just saw the girls. Well, the trend nowadays seems to be that groups of people write songs. But the only problem with that is that everybody gets a cut of the money. I write all my own songs. I don't know. I was watching a video on Blackpink, and the funny thing is, with the Blackpink and the male bands, same as in Japan and Korea, these fucking people work. They have to go into the army in Korea. It's a lot easier to go in the fucking army. They're working like 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 1 day off a month for fucking years. I don't know. I know there's a girl called Uchida, I think. Maybe it's even more so in Korea. There was a young girl now, and she was, I don't know if she was Korean in Japan, and she was telling all about what was happening. And this happened to the Nolan sisters in Britain as well, where they had to wear these horrible fucking clothes. And then they got the bill for the clothes. No, what is it? It's Itada. It's not. I don't think it's Hillary though. Oh, Hikaru, yeah. Yeah, I think. Well, she was brought up in America, wasn't she? Bibi, did you see my Yakult song? I did a song about Yakult. But I can change that song into quite a few things actually. Hey, Yakult lady, I want you to be my baby. I love your probiotics, they work well inside. They make my poop go slip, slide. When I'm taking a dump, it's like you're by my side. I said, hey, Yakult lady, I love you. You're the number one for number twos. I also did that the same song for Uber lady. Have you got Uber in Lithuania? We don't got Uber, but we got a tuba. Let's put the heating on a bit. Yeah, I could have done. I need more than 10 songs though. And I can't play any musical instruments. I used to work for Uber. I got fired. I used to put poop in their burgers, like you. There's quite a few people in bands in Japan. Do you want the special Argari burger today? I learned something from a young Lithuanian lady. She recommends poop burger. No, I don't think they do. Uber drivers, I'm talking about Uber food delivery. There was some guy on a video the other day saying he took a normal taxi. He took a normal taxi because he said that Lyft was very expensive. No, I used to work for Uber delivering food. They are asking me to work for them again. But no, thank you. I think he's talking about your poop job. You can No, it was good, a lot. Sometimes it was very good, but it's just very stressful because sometimes the address what they send you to, they don't put the right address in. So this happens quite often where you go to the address would be nowhere near where they lived. Yeah, you could have a new thing called Pooba. Pooba eggs. There's no car driving in Japan for Uber. That they've got a business with Japanese taxi drivers or taxi companies. Special delivery from my butt. Have you got Netflix, BB? Extra special delivery. Okay. Yeah, the Lewis Capaldi, he just made a video. He made a special about Lewis Capaldi. That is the number one. That is the number one on YouTube now, on on Netflix. That's the number one film. Maybe that's what I should do for all the poor students around the world, and then I can go live while and watch the film. That Squid Game was fucking stupid. I was watching it, but the translation and the dialogue was so bad. It was terrible. I couldn't watch it. The acting, the dialogue in English, and the dialogue was bad, and also the acting was bad. I couldn't watch it. I watched maybe one show, two shows. Yeah, like the English it was translated to just was stupid. They had two different the dialogue did not match the voices. So you could watch you could watch the subtitles, or you could watch the voice actors, and neither matched. What I wanted to do, I wanted to send everybody on. I wanted to send everybody special eggs to the cast. Have some eggs from Japan. Did you watch it, Penn? Did you watch Squid Game? They should have called it Quidditch game or Squidditch. Yeah, I can't. I'd like to watch that, but I couldn't get the subtitles. The subtitles. Was there something wrong with them in Japan? I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. No, I wanted to watch it, but it was just for some reason. Yeah, like obviously I would have watched either one, subtitles or voice, but I couldn't watch it. Yeah, that was one. That was one film I was interested in watching. Yeah, the previous leader of Japan used to kidnap people, and he used to make them make films, and they also kidnapped a Japanese singer, I think, or a Japanese actress. That's why it's quite funny that America, the American government always bangs on about fucking freedom, but they just don't want to free the people in North Korea. The drink is what is it? 28% grapefruit juice Chuhai. It's because they're stupid. It's because it's because they have it drilled into them every fucking day that they're the greatest country in the world. And it's only over these last few years that they're starting to realize that it's not. It's the greatest country in the world for about 1% of the population. Jim Beam Apple. They need an egg. Everybody needs eggs. Yeah, you have to get busy, yeah, baby. Well, you said Jim Beam Apple. Is that like apple infused into the Jim Beam? Or you actually have Jim Beam and apple juice? That's not always the case. They should just make the transgender people pay their money back. The people that did gender studies. I don't think that's true, Pen. I saw some, you know, the spokeswoman for the government said they just said when there was that transgender person shot 6 people, and the fucking government spokesperson said she was going on about the fucking transgender people. They're being attacked by the public. He is an American pencil. Yeah, I'm sure that most people don't give a fuck about what's happening with the transgender. They're just a small, very, very small number, so minute, people that are affected by this being born in the wrong body or whatever. It's very small. You know, it's just like you get, like, for example, girls that are tomboys, they just grow out of it or they become lesbian footballers. But it's so small. All they need is a good shagging. Yeah, you never see it because it's so small, Ben. It's probably less than 1%. It's a very rare occurrence in nature. Yeah, I think they should just stop reporting on it. But irritating people seems to sell. He's always a girly man. So did he have an operation then? No, there was in our local area. There was a guy, but he was just big and fat and soft. But he wasn't gay, and he wasn't. It's just his body was womanly. But he always hung about with the lads. He liked football, and he drank. You know, he drank beer, but he was just soft. He had the woman's features being soft. That was it. There was a very funny joke on an English chat show once, and it was like this woman, this guy, he was in prison, and he was saying to the governor, or he's saying to society or whatever, that he wanted a sex change operation. He didn't have the money, but he wanted a sex change operation, and it was cost like £2,500, and all his cellmates, they all chipped in. They all paid for the operation. Yeah, but like I said, there was one man who did that. He's an American guy, and but I saw footage of when before he had a sex change operation. I saw footage of this when he was a woman, and he was taekwondo. She did taekwondo. Fucking hell, was she tough? She was an unbelievable taekwondo fighter. She was unbelievable. And then she became a man. Then she met a woman, and they had a child together. And he carried the child because he still had the uterus. So he carried the child, and he gave birth. But that's very, very fucking rare. You know, that's maybe in the world there might be 2 people like that out of 7 billion people. Yeah, they were probably, until the operation took place, they were still fucking him up the arse. Excuse my language, BB. Yeah, but also he became a very bad driver. Yeah, you want to watch that? You want to watch the documentary about Bruce Jenner? It's a fantastic documentary. Really is, really good. And it shows you him, when he first started on this path to become, the world's greatest athlete. Like there's a Russian guy that was before him, and he was like wanting to take over from the Russian guy as the decathlete champion. Unbelievable. Really great. The name it was probably Bruce Jenner. Just type in Bruce Jenner documentary. I think I watched it on Netflix, but it's really good. And it shows him all about his wives and his family. And his driving lessons. But I saw a picture. The best athletes and soldiers are gay. I don't think that's true at all. You're welcome, love. Ooh, a big love thing. Thank you. Also, Lewis Capaldi as well. Lewis is very, very popular person. Great songs, funny writer, big fat belly. He could be my child. In fact, my son is about two months younger than Lewis Capaldi. Well, I'm sure it's just like, there's a runner. I forget her name now. She's a 400-meter champion, and she's an African girl. And she still hasn't broke. She still hasn't. The world record from like 30 years ago still stands. And this was by a Czech woman who was given a load of drugs. I think it was Czech or something like that. And she still hasn't broke that record. But because this black girl, I think she's maybe from South Africa, she's got very high levels of testosterone naturally. And they want to ban her, which I think is fucking stupid. That's just the way she is. She's just got a lot of testosterone naturally. So fucking leave it alone. And she's a lesbian and she got married, I think. She's got a girlfriend. They started. Where the fuck have you got that from? My son is 26 this year. So he's 25, yeah. Yeah, actually, because Bruce Jenner, have you seen this fucking thing that they've got advertising Bud Light? A horrible, horrible species of person, of human. And his face is on these beer cans. And Bruce Jenner has come out against this, saying it's a terrible idea. And Bruce, but Caitlyn, she looked fantastic. She looked really good. But I don't think she's going to find a boyfriend. They'll be fucking scared to death. Yeah, my son is 6'4", 6'4", 6'5". He's a big lad. Where did you? Are you trying to wind me up, Pen, with this gay soldiers? The only gay soldier there ever was Audie Murphy. That was my boyhood hero. Used to like watching those films. He's 194. He's 194 centimeters. No, I'm not average height. Well, I'm average height 40 years ago. I don't think that young Japanese men are interested in women, to tell you the truth. No, he doesn't do sport. He's not sporty like me. My daughter did sports, but not my son. My daughter did karate and running. Sorry, what do I mean by what? No, the average height. So when I was in my 20s, the average height was 5'8". But now in Britain, the average height is 5'10". In Japan, I think the average height is about 5'9". And in America, I think it's about 5'5" now, because they started measuring these Mexicans and all the Filipinos that came into the country. No, that's it. It's true. They're just not interested. A lot of young men are not interested in women. And the guy that works for me, he's 26, 27. His brother's 28. His sister, there's three of the kids. None of them have got boyfriends or girlfriends. They're just not bothered. And he says that's the same with his mates. They're not gay. They're just not bothered about having a boyfriend or girlfriend. Well, I don't think they're gay. Maybe because it's too much hassle. You know, if you really like someone and, nowadays it seems everyone knows about it. No, I think it's a well-known thing in Japan. No, it's just over the last few years. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could be it. Because but my young friend, he works in the Gesui. So he's got a very dirty job. So has his brother. And so women aren't not attracted to this kind of man, even though his salary is quite good. Yeah, but I don't know. But I guess a lot of young men and women, they're interested in games now, yeah, anime. Sorry, what are you asking? Are you talking about my young friend or my son? Yeah, I don't think my son's got a girlfriend. On my daughter doesn't have a boyfriend, as far as I know. Oh yeah, without a doubt. But it's probably the same with me as well. You know, I've got a very dirty job. I'm always dirty. So, I don't think so. Like I say, I haven't spoke to him for a few years. So, he's got like ADHD. What do you call it? I'm exempt. Yeah, well, I am exempt and unkempt. Yeah, they do now. Yeah, because my daughter went to university. I made a mistake. I put her into school when she was 2.5, and I should have kept her with me for 1 more year. But I was bad. That could be a new song for me, Pen. I'm exempt, even though I'm quite unkempt. Those are the only 2 words, aren't they, that match? Exempt and unkempt. That's what I used to call my old Indian, the Mexican restaurant. I used to call him Elliot Ness. Right. Preempt. Oh, very good. I'm preempt, even though I used to be unkempt, but now I'm just exempt. Yeah, it's on the desk at the warehouse. So I've got what did I cook up? I had a load of I had peppers. I've used peppers for 3 meals: a red pepper and a yellow pepper. Then I got some really cheap mushrooms the other day as well. I was very happy with that. And then I bought a jar of sauce, Italian sauce, which is just fucking tomatoes. God, you're stupid if you buy those things. It was on sale. Then what I've got to do? So what I might go in this shop and see if they've got some frozen pasta and meat sauce or something. Well, I used to. I think the majority of my things have been getting a cheap pizza and then buying stuff to put on top of the pizza. Right, guys, I'm going to get off, see if I can prepare this food for myself, maybe get her some bread. Pasta. I was just talking to my young friend earlier. When I worked in this restaurant in New Zealand, they made a fantastic lasagna. Otsukare-sama. Bye-bye, everybody.